Rachel. This is Deanna. I got your contact details for my brother. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, hi, Deanna. No, I don't mind at all. And hey, thanks for coming to the dinner for appearance the other night.
Yeah, this is kind of awkward, but okay, I'll just come right out and say it. I don't want you marrying my brother. There, I said it.
You're what? Against us getting married. Can I ask why?
I've watched all my brother's girlfriends come and go. You know, he's got a tendency to just cruise along on autopilot. He often doesn't realize the trouble he's getting himself into until it's too late. When he's got his head in the clouds, it can cause problems with women. But he's a good-looking guy and has no trouble finding girls. He's always been like that. He's always had loads of girlfriends, even in junior high. So that, coupled with his inability to notice things, means he really needs me to look out for him from time to time. And occasionally, I need to step in. He attracts all sorts, weirdos included.
This is the first I've heard about it. Caleb never mentioned it, and to be honest, he doesn't really seem like the playboy type.
Even before we all met the other day, I'd been doing an appraisal of you, and I'm sorry to say you don't measure up. You failed. Therefore, I cannot agree with this marriage.
I failed.
Yep, you just aren't appropriate. You're not a good match for Caleb. There are plenty of more suitable people for him. So with that in mind, would you please break up with him before it's too late and we all regret it?
Hang on. Caleb and I decided we want to get married. It's between the two of us.
It's like I just said. If I don't take an active role in choosing his partner, he ends up getting in trouble. I won't have him ending up with some weird and crazy woman.
What are you trying to say? You mean I'm that weird and crazy woman?
Is there anyone else? Do I need to spell it out?
So you're against our wedding?
Yes, and not just me. Couldn't you feel that everyone was opposed to it? How could you not sense it?
If I thought that, I wouldn't have gone so far as to have my parents meet your mother at dinner the other day, would I?
I knew from the minute I saw you. It was like an alarm rang inside my head.
An alarm? What the hell are you talking about? How could you possibly judge someone as quickly as that?
No, I knew all right. Could have spotted it from a mile away.
Spotted what?
You're just a gold digger. I know the type. Just after Caleb's money, I can see right through you.
Just after his money? Me? You don't even know me.
Caleb has been doing extremely well in his career. He's risen to the top of his field in a very short time. You just can't wait to get your hands on his cash, can you? He's not only a fine-looking guy, he's also making a lot of money. Most women would do anything to have a man like that. I don't know how you did it, but you can't fool me. I see your true colors. I'm only looking out for Caleb, and I'm saying you need to break it off.
Have you spoken to Caleb about this? You must have, right? You wouldn't just take this all upon yourself and go behind his back, would you?
My brother doesn't need all this extra stress. He's so busy at work. He's always happy to have me looking out for him. I've saved him from gold diggers and crazy women so many times. I sensed what you were up to, and I decided I need to intervene and put a stop to it before he gets hurt. I'm always there to protect him. He doesn't need to know this is a preemptive strike. Best to get it over and done with before he even notices I've saved him.
I can see you love your brother very much. He's very lucky to have someone looking out for him. But we've both made this decision together. Parents on both sides have given us their blessing. We started making plans for the wedding. I was hoping you'd accept it too. Maybe you could just wait and see how happy Caleb is. Put your decision on hold for a while?
You can't fool me. You'll be conjuring up ideas for the most expensive wedding possible. I can see it now. What was it that made you choose him as your target? Was it his fancy car? I bet you saw that and thought, yes, here we go. I'm gonna grab myself some of that. You like the way he's generous with his money, don't you? I bet that's what first caught your eye. As soon as you've got that ring on your finger, you'll quit your job and just spend all of Caleb's money as you please. I know your type. Off to fancy lunches every day while your husband eats cold leftovers hunched over his computer, working with his right hand and eating with his left.
I'm not planning to quit my job anytime soon. We've both decided to work for a few more years before changing anything.
Oh, you say that now, but a woman like you only sees a man for how much cash she can squeeze out of him. Quick as a flash, you'll declare yourself a homemaker. Then treat yourself to everything you want with Caleb's hard-earned money. You'll take every penny he makes, then say it's not enough.
I don't know what old 50s dramas you've been watching, but I don't choose a guy for his money. When I think of my feelings for Caleb, I can assure you none of them involve his salary.
Yeah, whatever. I'm totally against this marriage. You'll have to break up with him, and do it sooner rather than later. Hopefully, he won't be too heartbroken. If you insist on going ahead with it, I most certainly won't be there. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say to you. You don't have my approval and I can't accept you marrying my brother. Goodbye.
Hang on a sec, Deanna. Hi, I'm heading your way now. Is there anything you want me to bring? A change of clothes or something? I've been totally swamped here. I completely forgot my black suit. Can you bring it, please? Do you know where the hospital is? Do you need me to send a map? No, it's fine. Is everything ready for the funeral? Yeah, my aunt is taking care of all the arrangements, so it's fine. Are you guys okay? You and Deanna? We knew she didn't have much longer to go, so we were ready for it. Well, as ready as you can be for losing your mother. Still, it was sooner than the doctors had given us. It still doesn't feel real. I guess it's gonna take a while to get used to her being gone. It's a shame she couldn't have held on long enough to see you getting married, but I guess it was her time to go. No one expected her condition to deteriorate so quickly. I'm still in shock. I keep expecting her to call me. Should we postpone the wedding? After all you and your family have been through, I don't mind if we put it off a few months. But it's all planned for next month. I know, but your mother has only just passed away. Maybe it'll be best to put it off for a bit. Your family probably need more time to grieve. I'm sure the planner and the venue will be okay with it, given the circumstances. Should we see if we can change it to sometime early next year? I mean, we don't have to do it right now. You've got a lot to deal with. Not just the funeral, but your mother's estate and other legal things. I really don't mind putting the wedding off until next year. I really want to make it official, though. How about we get the formal part out of the way, you know? Just you and me at the city hall, then we can worry about the ceremony later. No need to rush the paperwork either. I'll talk to the planner next week and see if we can change the date to sometime in the spring. I'm sure she'll understand. Are you really sure, though? We've worked so hard planning everything. The least we could do is sign the papers. Oh, I think we should spend a bit more time grieving. I know I only met your mother a handful of times, and it might be a bit presumptuous to call her my mother-in-law, but I'm marrying her son, so that's what she would have been. One sad event shouldn't cancel our happy one. I want to make you and I official as soon as possible. I know, but I think we should wait at least 6 months. I just think we should let your family have enough time to get used to the idea that she's gone. Some might say we were a bit disrespectful if we just rushed to get married right after your mother had passed away, even if it was just paperwork. 6 months. That's a long time to wait. Are you sure? Can you wait that long? Yes, I think we'll be okay. It's not that long in the grand scheme of things. We'll be together the rest of our lives, after all. You're gonna have to deal with everything that needs to be taken care of when a family member dies, getting her affairs in order. It'll probably take 6 months or so. When my grandfather died a while ago, we were back and forth with the lawyers for months. I see. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't even know where Mom kept most of those important documents. She didn't even have a computer. Exactly. Let's do it when everything at your place has settled down and everyone is back to their lives. Yeah, okay, that sounds like the best idea. Deanna lives there too, so I'll talk to her, and then after the funeral we'll start going through Mom's things. Okay, I'll see you over there soon. Bye. Oh, hey Rach, can you bring over some cash with you? About $10,000 should be enough. $10,000? Yeah, for the funeral. I haven't had time to get to the bank, and I won't be able to access the inheritance money for a while yet. I was called to the hospital and came straight here in a panic. I didn't even bring my wallet. Deanna only works part-time, so I don't think she'll have any savings. I can't ask her. Is that okay? Can you bring it?
I guess. But you really don't have any of your stuff?
Sorry, I left everything at work.
What did you do that for?
I don't know, it's part of some new security protocol. The IT guys are updating everything. I'm really sorry, but can you lend me the cash? I'll pay you back as soon as the inheritance is sorted out and we're back to normal.
Yeah, I suppose. $10,000, right? That'll cover everything?
Thanks a million, you're a lifesaver. Okay, so I've got to go see about the final arrangements for the funeral. See you when you get here.
Hi, Rachel. I've just been talking to Caleb. So you're going to get a marriage certificate tomorrow on your anniversary.
Is that what Caleb said?
Oh, we tell each other everything, he and I. Thick as thieves we are. There's absolutely nothing about him I don't know.
Well, yes, if you must know, that is the plan.
I knew it. I've been hearing a lot from him.
Hang on, is he there at your parents' house right now?
Yeah, he came back last night. We both got the day off today, so we stayed up late into the night. We were having a little farewell drink. Probably his last real night under this roof.
Last night under that roof? What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, nobody tells you anything, do they? We're selling the house. The money Mom left us is nearly all gone, so we've no choice but to sell this old place.
Hang on. It's only been 6 months since she passed. How can the money be gone? What have you guys been doing with it?
She didn't really leave all that much to start with, but just living day to day isn't cheap, is it? The plan was to renovate this place into somewhere we both want to live, but the cost of fixing up such a rundown old house just wasn't in our budget. So I'm moving out.
Ah, hence the last night under the roof. I got it.
It sure does hold a lot of memories, but there's no point dwelling on the past now, is there? On towards a brighter future. Hey, Rachel?
Where are you moving to? Do you have a place in mind?
Yep, it's all decided. I'm moving in with Caleb.
Caleb? You mean with me and Caleb? I haven't heard anything about this. Caleb and I haven't discussed anything.
Yeah, that place is only a couple of years old, isn't it? I've been there a few times. It's in a great location, and with Caleb's salary, I won't have to work. The two of us will be really comfortable, I think.
What the hell are you talking about?
Just what I said. So would you mind packing your stuff?
Wait just a minute. This is our place. Our as in Caleb and I.
My brother doesn't need a wife. I think I told you that last year, actually. He's got me to look after him, so would you please pack your things and leave? He can't be expected to support someone like you as well, can he? What a colossal waste of money. His salary is fine for the two of us, but he can't be feeding and clothing you as well. Off you go! Don't be there when I arrive to move in.
And you've talked this through with Caleb. He's agreed to this?
Of course. We were having a few drinks together, talking about growing up together, all the good times we'd had. We almost never fought during all the years in this house, so we decided to live together after selling the family home too.
You were drinking together, I see.
Yes, and we both decided that we'd live together and kick out the gold digger who's only after his money anyway. So go on, get out. You're nothing but a money-grabbing beggar. Go on, pack your things. I went ahead and ripped up the marriage license papers. You won't be needing them. Did you a favor, I think. It'll save the embarrassment of having to throw them away yourself.
Thank you, Deanna. That's a big help.
What? That's not the reaction I was expecting. What's there to be happy about? Glad to be of assistance.
To tell the truth, I'd been waiting to break off the engagement. You saved me the trouble.
You wanted to break it off. Why?
Since we got engaged, we've been living together, and when you do that, you find out all kinds of things about the other person. To be honest, I think we just have different values. I've come to realize there's no way I can get married to him.
You should have broken up ages ago, like I asked you.
I tried to. Every time I brought it up, Caleb changed the subject. He never wants to talk about it. I think he sensed what I was going to say, so he never lets me get a word in. Whenever I tell him we need to talk, he comes home late, and in the end, we never end up talking. Just yesterday, I told him we seriously needed to talk about our wedding, and he just disappeared. Got up and left without a word. I didn't know he'd gone to your parents' house.
Why was the marriage application here?
I signed that 6 months ago. When I told Caleb I wanted to talk about things, he hid it. I've been looking for it ever since. So, thanks for finding it, and thanks for ripping it up.
I don't see why you're so happy about me ripping it up. It just proves what I've been saying all along. You don't really love Caleb at all.
I really did love him and wanted to get married, so I've been torn about what to do for a long time now. I've given it a lot of thought, and it kept me up at night worrying.
Well, it's all for the best. You do sound a bit crazy, but it's all worked out. And it's not like you're leaving him all alone.
You're right, yes. I think you should hurry and move in here. No time to waste.
You don't have to tell me. I'm already almost done packing. I'm ready to live the good life. Thanks for finally seeing reason, Rach. From now on, it'll be just me and Caleb. Now that he has me to take care of him again, things will be awesome, don't you worry. Get a move on, don't make things awkward, just pack up and make a clean break. Caleb is on his way over there now, so make sure you tell him it's over straight away. Don't let him avoid it. Just sit him down and tell him. Remember, be firm. Don't be vague. You don't want to leave him wondering if you're broken up or not. None of this, I just need some time to think nonsense.
Got it. I won't leave any room for doubt. Don't worry about a thing.
Good. I'm moving in 2 weeks. Goodbye, almost sister-in-law. Hey, did you leave the apartment? I'm moving in today, and if there is even so much as a sock of yours left there, I'm throwing it out.
Moving in where?
To my brother's apartment, of course. I told you to get out. We talked about this 2 weeks ago.
Oh, did Caleb move into an apartment? He didn't tell me where he went.
What are you talking about? You and Caleb were living together in an apartment the last I heard. You were moving out, and I was moving in. Are you in shock over the breakup?
No, not at all. I wanted to end the engagement, so I got what I wanted. Your brother moved out last week. I'm sorry, but I don't know his new address.
What? He moved out. Hang on a minute. Isn't it his apartment? I thought he owned it. Why did he move out? What's going on?
Oh, you seem to have gotten a few things wrong. Did you think this place was his? Oh, I see.
But it is his, right?
Nope, this is my place. I own it.
Stop lying to me. I know it's his. He bought it. Now that he's kicked you out, you've resorted to lying to me?
Wrong again. This is my place. I bought it 3 years ago.
How is it you were able to buy a place?
Well, 3 years ago, I was getting desperate, so I sold everything I owned and poured all my resources into buying this place. The salesman just so happened to be Caleb. Did Caleb never tell you how we first met?
I knew he was working for a big real estate company, yes, but...
This is my place. I bought it in my name. And we've broken up and we weren't married, so there's no need to talk about dividing up possessions. I bought it when I was single. Caleb doesn't have any legal claim over this place. Did he tell you he bought it?
Yes, that's exactly what he said when I was there.
He invited you over when I wasn't home, right? I see. Well, at least now you know the truth.
So where is he? Where is he gone? Does he have a new place for us to live?
I have no idea where he's gone. We're finished. I don't have any desire to know anymore. We talked. I told him it was over and he left. All he took with him was a massive debt.
Debt?
And Deanna, you said you didn't know about this place, right? But didn't you say that you and Caleb always talk about everything? There's nothing I don't know about him. Isn't that what you said?
Well, I certainly didn't know anything about massive debt.
The reason I wanted to call off the whole thing was money.
What do you mean?
He's terrible with money. He doesn't have any sense when it comes to personal finances. He just spends money like he has an endless supply. I didn't really mind so much when it was just his money. But when he started asking me for loans, that was when I realized it wouldn't work. When I started talking about ending it, he broke down and cried. He even got on his knees and apologized.
On his knees? Caleb!
The first time I forgave him. The second time I found out about it and also learned he'd quit his job months before and was just freeloading off me. If it could happen twice, I knew it would happen again and again. From then on, his apologies meant nothing. So I told him it was over and he ran straight to your parents' house.
He quit his job. But he drives a fancy car and wears expensive clothes. What about that? I've seen it all on the photos he posts on social media.
Are you getting this? That's my money he's been spending. What part of this is hard for you to understand? Oh, and by the way, the car is mine and is in my name.
That's not right. Why are you so loaded?
I sold everything I had and put it into a company with a friend. It was a huge risk, but it's doing unexpectedly well.
What? So you own a company?
With a friend, but yes.
This is ridiculous.
Caleb doesn't really like working. He's not the type to work hard at anything. That's why he targeted me, I think. Someone with a house and money. That's what he wanted. Just someone to live off. Normally, people who have the means to buy houses and cars have already settled down. So when Caleb met me, he must have thought he'd hit the jackpot. It looks like he had the whole thing planned out.
So Caleb is the gold digger, not you.
Yeah, sorry to burst your bubble. The day you ripped up the marriage papers, I was waiting here with a lawyer to meet him when he walked through the door. I told him to pay me all the money I'd lent. No long-term payment plan, just there and then. And I gave him 3 days to get out. I also made him promise to never try and contact me again.
What money did you lend him? How much did he owe you?
He'd been helping himself to my savings, so there's that, and the money for your mother's funeral, and half the cancellation fee for the wedding.
He didn't even pay for Mom's funeral. I thought he paid for it, so I didn't object to giving him the inheritance money.
I'm sure he wanted you to think that, but he doesn't have any money. He doesn't even have a job.
So what am I supposed to do? I don't have any savings, and Caleb has wasted all the inheritance money. My plan was to live with Caleb and let him take care of things while I took care of him. I quit my job, and we've sold the house.
It's nothing to do with me anymore. You're on your own.
Rachel! We were nearly sisters-in-law. Think of it as a charity. You've got to help me. I'm already packed and ready to move. This house is scheduled for demolition next week. Please?
There's nothing I can do.
Let me stay at your place, just until I get my life back on track. I'll do all your housework.
I'm not so forgiving as to let you live here after how you treated me. Always looking down on me as if I was some money-grabbing beggar. Try someone else. My generosity doesn't stretch that far.
Where am I supposed to go?
Try and find Caleb. You're thick as thieves, remember? There's nothing you don't know about each other, right?
I can't reach him. He's not answering my phone calls or texts.
I broke off the engagement. I got my money back. He even signed an agreement to never contact me again. I'm blocking your number and deleting your details now. Goodbye.
Wait. I should have just handed in that damn marriage license. Then we'd be family. I don't want to live in poverty.
When Caleb realized his sister was planning to mooch off of him the way he'd been mooching off of me, he skipped town. He's now working several part-time jobs to try and make payments on the money he owes. Deanna is back at her old part-time job and trying to make ends meet in a tiny old apartment. Apparently, they haven't exchanged so much as a single text message.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye!